Welcome to IELTS Band Up, where IELTS is made easy. Hello everybody, welcome to lesson 3 of many for IELTS vocabulary to help you get a band 7 or higher in your speaking, writing, reading, listening. So if you really want to improve your vocabulary and use your idiomatic expressions well, this video is perfect for you. A quick little note about me, I was an examiner for 10 years. I was a teacher at the British Council for 5. I've been an IELTS teacher for 13, so I am very experienced and knowledgeable when it comes to IELTS. And I feel like I will be, I hope, the best IELTS YouTuber on the internet. The reason I got started is because I saw other videos out there and I knew I could do a better job. So please subscribe. I'm kind of new at this. I've been doing it for about 3 months now. Please subscribe and you'll get lots of videos to help you with your next IELTS test. These expressions will very much help you with your speaking, writing, reading, and listening. It's a very good idea to make your own examples. I will give you my examples, but it's been proven that when you make examples that are true for you about your life, it's so much easier to remember them when you're doing your test later. So make sure you pause the video at times, grab a pen and paper or use your computer, make notes that are true about you. Please check the information section below. I do speaking tests with my great friends at IELTS-Blog.com. So if you want to get your speaking test done by me, there's a link to that there. There are more lessons, like lesson videos below. You can do practice tests. There's explanation videos. And like I said, it will continue to grow over the next few years. Okay, let's jump into the lesson. The first expression for today's lesson is to get your act together. This means to start to organize yourself so that you do things in an effective way and often said with an angry or frustrated tone. Now, it could be you talking to yourself, but many times it's a friend or family member who's a little bit disappointed or angry with you. That friend thinks you're being lazy or, not working hard, and they say you need to get your act together and, study harder or work harder. My example is like this. He's failing most of his courses this semester. He needs to get his act together before he fails out of university. And there's a lot of contexts that you could talk about this in. But again, it's when you or somebody else, maybe they were, not working hard, but then they did get their act together. They worked hard. Now they're successful. So there's lots of, times in people's lives when they are a little bit lazy. So this expression could come up in many different contexts. The next expression is to give someone the benefit of the doubt. And this means to decide that you will believe someone even though you're not sure that what the person is saying is true. So again, you're trying to, be positive. You're trying to trust them. Here's my example. It seemed like my friend was lying to me about where she was last night, but I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to trust her. Again, I have a little bad feeling, but again, I want to be a positive person. And again, this could be any context where, maybe you're not sure about, maybe what a celebrity or politician is saying, but again, you want to try to trust them. Another great expression is to go back to the drawing board, to start planning something again because the first plan failed. So again, you're kind of going to stop your idea, you're going to go back, you're going to try and fix it and do it again with a new plan. Here's my example. Because of COVID-19, I had to close my new restaurant and go back to the drawing board and maybe start a new business or maybe start a new restaurant, something like that. The next expression we have is to hang in there. And this means you could be telling someone or telling yourself to not give up, to not quit, despite difficulties. My example is I was ready to give up on my dream of becoming a doctor, but I hung in there and kept studying. Now, hung in there is the past tense, and there's probably a chance in a speaking test where you could use this. Many speaking questions talk about, some problem that you overcame or some difficulty or problem when traveling. This expression can show that, you didn't give up And again, it really improves your speaking score because you're using better expressions. The next idiomatic expression, it's a little bit easy to explain, but it's just to hit the sack, which means to go to bed. Now, I will say one thing as a teacher. In many cultures, people will say, I sleep at 10. But in English, we actually say, I go to bed. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I go to bed, or the idiomatic expression, I hit the sack. And my example is quite simple. I usually hit the sack around 10 p.m. There are a few IELTS questions that talk about sleep. It could be about, high school students, how they could do better at school. And you could say, they should hit the sack earlier. This is a good expression, again, to give you a higher vocabulary or lexical resource score. And the next one is, it's not rocket science. This is an expression more commonly used for speaking. You do not think that something is very difficult to do or understand. And this is usually an expression that we use in speaking. My example, a lot of older people are afraid to use smartphone, but it's not rocket science. They just need to try. And again, you could use this expression in many different contexts when you're just trying to say like something is easy. That's it. So a synonym for easy is, it's not rocket science. It's a great expression to help your score. The next expression is to let someone off the hook, to allow someone who has been caught doing something wrong or illegal to go without being punished. That's the key, is not being punished, even though they should be punished. My example, many people are angry that the bankers who caused the market crash were let off the hook. Now, this could be other examples, like maybe, you think that young people who do small crimes, maybe they should be left off the hook. They should not be punished because maybe they're too young, and that's your feeling. Or the opposite, they should be punished. So again, to let someone or to not let someone off the hook is again a great expression for to punish or to not punish, even though someone did something bad or they did a crime. The next expression is fantastic, especially when you think, you're talking too long, okay? You're explaining what happened in a few words without giving all the details. This would be a great expression in part 2 of the speaking, where you're asked to talk for a long time. You might find yourself, speaking too long, and you want to finish up what you're saying or summarize. And this is a great expression. You say, to make a long story short, great expression. And then you say kind of the finale. My example is, I see that time is almost up. So to make a long story short, I won first prize after trying for years. And again, you're just one more quick sentence to finish the story. The next expression is to miss the boat. To lose an opportunity to do something by being slow to act. And the expression is, like the example here is, I knew that the price of gold would go up, so kind of interested in investing in gold, but I didn't buy any. I really missed the boat. And this would be any context where you were too late or, and you missed something good. That's why we use this expression. So, if you're thinking about kind of lost opportunity or regret, this expression is very useful. Okay, and the final expression for today's lesson is no pain, no gain. This just means it's necessary to suffer or work hard in order to succeed or make progress. And this is many instances in our life. We often, to succeed, we have to do something difficult. My example is, I had to hike every morning for 2 hours for a month to lose 5 kilos. No pain, no gain, as they say. This could be like staying up late to study. This could be not, skipping breakfast and lunch, again, to lose weight. There's many different contexts where you can use this expression, to improve your vocabulary score. Thank you very much for watching, and here's some more videos that you might be interested in. Please subscribe, please share it with people, as this would really help me a lot. Give it a thumbs up, add some comments, and I wish you the best of luck on your next IELTS test.